Based on the question, firstly we need to identify the value of x and y. We take the x equals 5 minus y power of 2, make a table and insert whatever value. In this case, since the x is single, make things more easier by inserting 3 until negative 3 into y to get the value of x. Insert the value of each y into the function to get the value of each x. For example, we take y equals 3, insert into the function, and we get negative 4 as the value of x. Do the same thing to determine each value of x. You can use calculator to calculate each value of x. Next, do the same thing for other function. On this case are the same as the first function, which have a single x. Insert negative 3 until 3 into y to get the value of each x. After we get each of the value, we draw a graph and set the x-axis and y-axis. Next, from the table we see that the y contain value from 3 until negative 3 for both tables, so we can just directly set the graph for y-axis. Meanwhile, for the x-axis based on both of the table, we can see number 5 is the highest while the lowest would be negative 4. Based on that data, we can insert the number negative 4 until positive 5 into the graphs. Next, based on the first table, we plot each of the point. For example, x equals negative 4, y equals 3. To make things more easier to see, we will be using different color for each graphs. Based on that data, the plot would be here. Next, x equals 1, y equals 2. The next plot would be here. Continue for the rest of the data on the table. After that, connect all the plot. You will get the shape of capital U sideway based on the question given. Don't forget to write the function of the graph that just made, which is x equals 5 minus y power of 2 over here. Next, do the same thing exactly as the first function by firstly finding each of the plot using the table. After done with the plotting, we connect all the plot to get the shape of the graph, and write the function of the graph for the second table, which is x equals y power of 2 minus 4. Using different color, the plot would be here, and continue for the rest of the table to get each of the plot. Connect all the plots. After done with the plotting, we write second function x equals y power of 2 minus 4. Based on the first question, you can see the question state that y equals negative 1 and y equals 1. We look at the graphs, identify where is the y equals negative 1 and the y equals 1, and make a dotted line. After done with the dotted line, now we see the area that is bounded between the given function. Now we shade the area. We are using different colors so that we can see clearly the area between the functions. Now to calculate the area using the formula, integrate upper curve minus lower curve. Insert the limit, which is the y equals 1 and y equals minus 1. By determine which one is the upper curve or the lower curve. For this question, as the function is in the y variable, we need to rotate the curve so that the y-axis will become the x-axis. You will need to rotate your mobile phone or other device to see clearly. After the rotation, we can see the upper curve would be 5 minus y power of 2, while the lower curve would be y power of 2 minus 4. Now we can calculate the area bounded by these two curves. We insert the upper and lower curve function into the formula, and we get integrate of 1 and negative 1. To determine what value is up or down, we need to know which one is higher. In this case, the 1 is higher than the negative 1, so 1 will be the top and negative 1 will be the bottom. The upper bracket will be 5 minus y power of 2 minus the lower curve, which is y power of 2 minus 4 dy. On the next line, we simplify the integration by opening the bracket to become 5 minus y power of 2 minus y power of 2 plus 4 dy. Next, we see the negative y power of 2 minus the y power of 2, resulting to negative 2. Y power of 2 and 5 plus 4 equals 9. The final integration would be negative 2y power of 2 plus 9 dy. We integrate it just like normal. The negative 2y power of 2 will become negative 2y power of 3 over 3, while the 9 will be produced to 9y. Don't forget to rewrite the limit of y equals 1 and y equals negative 1 at the right side of the integration after close the integration. Now substitute the y equals 1 and y equals negative 1 into the integration. Negative 2 multiple with 1 power of 3 over 3 plus 9 multiple with 1 minus negative 2 multiple with negative 1 power of 3 over 3 plus 9 multiple with negative 1. After the substitute the value of both y into the function, and we get 25 over 3 minus 25 over 3. When minus meet minus, it will become positive, and the final answer is 50 over 3 unit power of 2.